Welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Mark.
Hi, everybody. Weird hair from Kathy.
There.
All
okay.
right.
Oh, so much different. Okay. We do what we do.
We do what we do, and what we do is we react to trailers. And
You know what we need to react to now?
What's that?
Kannada films. We haven't done one in a while. We need to do some more Kannada films.
Good point. And thank God for our fans out there and people that give us recommendations.
Yay.
And we're going to do a Kannada film from 2014. And before we do that, let's also just talk about our little YouTube channel, the membership program. And for $4.99, you get everything plus that red at the bottom.
All of that.
Request videos. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's way too much.
That's our Mondo membership. But for a monster membership.
Right. You get all that other stuff. So it's
requests.
Yeah, it's really if you do it, we'll thank you forever because it really helps us. But even if you don't do it, we still welcome you aboard, and we have a Discord channel where we talk about movies and all kinds of fun things. So consider chiming in because we respond and we love hearing from more people.
That's right.
So this is a Kannada-language film from 2014 called Ulidavaru Kandante. It's kind of a gangster film that was very popular, and
I love gangster films
of it. So it's great to see trailers from older films because it's sort of like, okay, what's been huge and popular and we know nothing about. No, this is the perfect example.
This is one of those that we know nothing about. But we're again, when it comes to our Indian film education, this is the kind of stuff we want to do too. We do a lot of the new stuff, but we also want to check in on some of the older stuff. And again, we take recommendations, people who give us the best of the different languages, and we really appreciate that.
And where do you start? Well, you just dive in and do a little bit of old, a little bit of new. Yeah. So this one I'm interested to check it out. So let's roll tape, as they say.
Let's roll tape. Okay, here we go. All right. Boom.
ಅರಬ್ಬಿ ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕರಾವಳಿಯ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದ ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶ. ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಅಲೆಗಳು ದಿನವೂ ತನ್ನ ದಳವನ್ನ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛಗೊಳಿಸುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರದೇಶ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಲೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಥೆಗೂ ಒಂದು ಅಂತ್ಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅಂತ್ಯಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಕಥೆಗಳು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ.
Antonio Montano. ಇಂತದ ಬೋಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಬಾಲಿ ಕಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋಳಿ ಮಗದ್ದು.
ಸುಮಾರು ವರ್ಷ ಆಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಆಳದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಿಕ್ಕೋದು.
ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಉಂಟು, ನೀನು ಅದನ್ನು ನಂಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇನು ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವ ಬ್ಯಾಗು ಇಲ್ಲ.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತಾಯಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂತೆ.
ನನ್ನ ದುಬೈ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
ದುಬೈ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆ ಮಾರ, ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅವ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನ ಹೆಸರು
ಅಯ್ಯ ನೀನು ಬಾಲಿ ಕಳುಕೆ. ನನ್ನ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ತಂಗಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತೇನ?
That doesn't look good.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಸರಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಪ್ಪು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಸತ್ಯ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸುಳ್ಳು, ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಬದಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
That's so interesting.
I love that animation.
Yeah. Well, that was, so different because it was, first of all,
It really
it was
was.
lengthy. It was like 4 minutes long, which
It
is
was long.
long for a promo, for a trailer.
Mhm.
You have that interesting animation at the end, which is, I've never seen anything quite like that. Which
No,
was
that was very cool.
very cool. The story has sort of like, there's some couple of shots there that reminded me of like Sin City, of like sort of like,
Yeah,
that kind of
definitely.
graphic novel sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And then everything else was more sort of, your gangster stuff. So there's a lot of different things going on there. A lot of like, it seems like a massive story, right?
I mean, well, it's like Rashomon. It talks about there's one incident and they're gonna show all these characters different reactions to this one incident. I guess that's the basic gist of it.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they all have a different idea what the thing is because they keep also great use of copy and type in this. Funny,
Yeah.
but it's like they keep talking about a thing, and one guy's like, "It's a bag," and another one's like, "Must be a woman." So it almost seems like they're all having a different point of view on. I don't know whether it's something that was stolen or definitely criminal activity. And I also did love the Tony Montana little
shout
aside.
out. Yeah.
That was really funny.
So if it's that with different perspectives, that's always fascinating because that's,
I love that.
because everybody brings their own take on like what's going on. That's, I didn't quite get that from that trailer, but if that's the way it is, then that's interesting because you have these main characters and everybody's going to tell their side of their different sort of side of the story.
Yeah.
But it looked really like very cool. Like I was like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm watching a trailer that seems a little different. It has a kind of a sly sense of humor. It's got the gangster angle. It's got some other weird stuff that I haven't seen. And
it's a hyperlink gangster film.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what hyperlink means.
What does that mean? Is that like
know.
hyper realist?
Or is it that but I like it. I don't know why, but I think it sounds good.
Is that the Sin City angle? Like one part of the story is like almost done in a black and white sort of, graphic novel vibe. I don't know.
Yep. And it has, and I'll just say it. I'm just going to say the Tarantino. It has the kind of twangy music. It has the over the top characters that are kind of, gritty and gangster and just kind of cool, and even him swaggering around, I'm Tony Montana, that's very, very Tarantino. We also have the two women characters. One is the object of desire and one is the mother. That is always the archetypes in movies. They're either one or the other.
That's true.
And hopefully they'll kind of turn that on its head because it looked like there might have been a female cop. I couldn't quite tell what she was. But yeah, so it looked like a very stylized, throwing everything at the wall, kind of fun,
Stalker. We'll throw a stalker in there.
Yeah, stalker.
A guy living in the basement, fantasizing about this woman.
Yeah,
and
that was a little creepy. I was like,
following
don't
her
do
at
that.
The beach.
Yeah, someone's brother. That's not cool. I know.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, but it just looks kind of different and fun. I mean, sometimes you just want something that's kind of that Tarantino kind of vibe. Because he doesn't really make movies anymore, so bring it on. But I liked it because it looked kind of like it looked different. I wanted to, and I thought the copy was really cheeky and like just comedic. They know what they're doing. Like they're like, this is not a serious movie. It's got an attitude. It's got some swagger. And it wants to do something fun.
Yeah, and that and sort of art where they're kind of coming out and it sort of tells me like, okay, there's some really interesting creative stuff going on in the marketing. So maybe that translates to being creative in the actual film.
Yeah. Because they had that weird animation, like you're talking about, they had the black and white kind of Sin City kind of stuff, where it looked like the guy in the car, which was clearly against like a movie background, which is like cool, kind of old school, which I loved. It was very stylized and fun.
Right. Noir stuff.
That's their neo-noir.
Right.
That's what they're doing there. But I think it looks very very original, very fun. Kannada doing something fun. And we haven't seen a ton of Kannada. We have a few. We have a few. But KGF, of course, being the biggest, most
Yeah.
successful one.
But that's kind of what we know. I mean, obviously there
Yeah.
are other films that aren't big KGF films, and this one looks like sort of almost like a precursor, almost like a germinated version of that, like an older version,
Yeah.
smaller budget, but
Mhm.
still has that sort of attitude and vibe, even color
Yeah.
scheme a little bit,
Yeah.
So, so interesting. Ulidavaru Kandante.
It's getting really good reviews as Rakshit Shetty. Really good cast, it looks like. Lots of references that I think we can all kind of relate to. And I'm looking forward to see it.
Well, that's a really cool. I mean, that's one where you go, okay, this has been around for 9 years. I knew nothing about it. Now I do. I love that.
Exactly. So I have a quick poster. I only found one poster at this point, but whoops. So actually really cool poster. Like I like this poster. A lot of times we try and do that upside down, right side up thing in movie marketing. And then you feel like you have two pieces of marketing. You could technically flop this, except that everyone is pretty much right side up except for one guy. So the one guy is the offshoot. Like he's the opposing, maybe the antagonist, protagonist, the guy on the gun with the gun on top.
Yeah.
On the bottom. So the guy on the bottom, I'm not sure what his story is. When we see the movie, it'll be interesting to reapproach this poster and see what they brought to this, because it all means something. We have two guns in it. We got the woman down there with carrying stuff on her head,
right? And then
the cool guy in the hat who was doing the weird, creepy fantasizing. But Rakshit Shetty, we've seen him in some things. There's been a few movies that we've definitely seen him before, and I know his name. 7-7 Charlie. 7-7 Charlie.
Yeah, with the doggy.
Rakshit Shetty was in 7-7 Charlie, which I'm afraid to watch because it just looks way too sad. But this is a really cool poster. They did a great job on this. They have a little distressing in the background, gives it some grit.
It's a cool poster, and it was a cool,
blood splat in the middle.
Cool marketing, cool trailer. So well done. Well done.
Well
Canada.
done, guys. You intrigued us. Now we want to see it.
Yes, that's what it's all about. So thanks very much for watching, and see us again soon. Okay, bye.
Bye.